Under 2% of idol groups renew their contracts as an entire group. Here's the entire list. It's really a rare occurrence. In the K-pop industry, it's fairly standard for a group to create a contract with their company that has the members commit to a 7-year-long career with their label. While the length of time does vary and there have been plenty of cases of members leaving before their contract is up, this is one of the most common situations when a group debuts. When it gets close to a group's contract ending, fans of the artist can get understandably concerned about whether or not all of the members will renew their contract. And when you look at the statistics on how many K-pop groups that debuted between 2005 and now, nearly 600, have renewed their contracts without losing any members, it's understandable why this is a nerve-wracking time for fans. Out of these hundreds of groups, with 3 or more members, only 11 of them have renewed their contracts at some point without losing a single member during the renewal process, and have still retained their original lineup. This doesn't include groups, such as GOT7, that are still together despite leaving their company, or groups that say they are still together despite 1 or more members leaving the company, such as Mamamoo. Also not included are groups that lost members prior to or after their first contract renewal, such as J Park leaving 2PM beforehand, or Seungri leaving Big Bang and Jessica leaving Girls' Generation afterwards. Perhaps one of the most well-known renewals is Seventeen's renewal with Pledis Entertainment, which is particularly impressive considering they have 13 members. Interestingly, one of the other groups to renew their contract with all of their members is their label mate NUEST, whose 5 members decided to stay with the company back in January 2019. They renewed for 3 additional years and stayed together until the conclusion of their second contract with Pledis Entertainment. Afterwards, the group disbanded in 2022. SF9 renewed their contracts with FNC Entertainment in March 2021, with all 9 members of the group deciding to stay with the company. Rowoon ended up leaving the group after his first contract renewal in September 2023 to focus on acting. Of course, all 7 of BTS's members made the decision to continue with Big Hit and HYBE back when they renewed their contract in 2018, which was actually prior to their original contract ending date, which would have been in 2020. Rumors had it that BTS's contract renewal was for an additional 7 years, but that was never confirmed by Big Hit. Those rumors were put to rest when Big Hit announced the group's second contract renewal in September 2023. SHINee also deserves to be mentioned in this list. While Jonghyun passed away back in late 2017, they are one of the only groups in K-pop history to renew with their label twice, once in 2014 and again in 2018, and still have all of their members. And with how close the members are and how much their music means to them, there's little doubt that Jonghyun would have continued on with them at SM Entertainment as well. And he will always be an eternal member. Taemin ended up leaving SM Entertainment in favor of BPM in April 2024, and Wonyu signed with Griffin Entertainment in April 2024 as well. Twice's contract renewal status was a bit talking point, with once worried about the status of their contract renewals. But in July 2022, JYP Entertainment shared all 9 Twice members decided to renew their contracts. Media reports stated Twice renewed their contracts for a second time in July 2025, but that has not been confirmed by JYP Entertainment. Red Velvet originally renewed their contracts in 2021 after their original 7-year contract they signed in 2014. Since then, Seulgi, Irene, and Joy renewed a second time, with Yeri and Wendy leaving to other agencies, but they will still be part of Red Velvet's group promotions. Dreamcatcher debuted in 2017 with 7 members after transitioning from the 5-member group MINX. In November 2022, all 7 members officially renewed their contracts with Dreamcatcher Company. In March 2025, Handong, Gahyun, and Dami decided to leave the company but would still participate in group activities. KARD debuted in July 2017 with 4 members and is one of the only co-ed K-pop groups still promoting. In July 2022, all 4 members renewed their contracts with DSP Media. They renewed for a second time in 2024. Now for the newest additions to the list. ATEEZ joined the small list in July 2025 when they announced all 8 members renewed with KQ Entertainment for 7 more years. This is rare as the majority of contract renewals are only 2 or 3 years. Most recently, TXT announced all 5 members have renewed their contracts with Big Hit Music just a couple weeks ago.